Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem. We will have the beginning of flag ceremony to Honorable Governor, Honorable Chief Minister, the First Lady, and Chief Secretary. A tribute to our martyrs is being paid through a voice recital, a vocal recital by Srimati Samiksha Bhoge Kapurkar. This was a tribute to our martyrs, particularly those who laid down their lives for the country, dedicated to 21 Sikh soldiers led by Havildar Ishar Singh in the Battle of Sarnagar, which was fought in 1897 against more than 10,000 Afghan tribals these 21 soldiers of 36 then, now the 4th Battalion, the 6th Regiment, had laid down their life after stopping them for almost 10 hours and inflicting more than 1,000 casualties for them. It gives me a great pleasure and honor to welcome Honorable Governor Shri P.S. Sridharan Pillai, Advocate K. Anita, the First Lady, Honorable Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant, Chief Secretary Shri Parimal Rai, former Chiefs, Station Commander, Senior Serving and Retired Officers, Civil Dignitaries, Veer Naris, Veteran and other dignitaries to this distinguished assembly which has gathered here to celebrate the Armed Forces Flag Day. The Armed Forces Flag Day is an occasion every year to rededicate ourselves to the service of our country and reaffirm our commitment to the next of kin and dependence of the brave soldiers, sailors and airmen who laid down their lives in the defense of the nation or were disabled in their line of duty. The Flag Day plays an important role in reminding our fellow citizens to contribute to the Armed Forces Flag Day Fund, which assists in resettlement and welfare of ex-servicemen and their families, and in rehabilitating battle casualties and widows. Wearing Flag Day flags and contributing to the cause reassures them that the sacrifice made by the near ones was not in vain. We had to go through a very difficult times due to the COVID-19 pandemic for the major part of last year. The department, with the help of district administration, BSM associations and service establishment, was able to reach out to our ex-servicemen community and provide them with necessary relief with essential commodities and medicines. We also helped standard ex-servicemen and their families to get back to their place of residence. This is a historic year. We are celebrating 75 years of our independence and 60 years of liberation of Goa. Our armed forces were instrumental in liberating Goa from the Portuguese regime. This year we are also celebrating 50th anniversary of 1971 war. Though every year a grateful nation pays tribute to our brave soldiers, sailors and airmen on the occasion of Vijay Diwas, the year 2021 is especially important as it marks the golden jubilee of a glorious chapter in the history of independent India. For it was 50 years ago that our armed forces fought a war that led to the creation of an independent country, Bangladesh. A war which gave freedom to 75 million people, a war in which our nation scored a decisive victory and took 93,000 Pakistanis as prisoners. We as citizens of India value the sacrifice of our brave men of our armed forces and will never forget these. The unsung heroes, especially those who laid down their lives during the wars, low-intensity conflicts in the line of control and line of actual control, and neutralizing militants and extremists. As a nation, we also immensely value the sacrifices of our Veer Behene, our Veer Mata, and the families members. The Department of Sainik Welfare continues to implement new schemes for the benefit of ex-servicemen and dependents. The monetary incentive provided to Goan youth who join the armed forces has been doubled. Daughters' marriage grant provided to widows of ex-servicemen has been revised to rupees 50,000 and that of daughters of ex-servicemen to rupees 30,000. Financial assistance to widows of non-pensioner ex-servicemen have been revised to rupees 5,000 per month. For non-pensioner ex-servicemen, it has been revised to rupees 3,000 per month. The construction of Sainik Rest House at Bamboli is expected to be completed by April next year. The old age home for defense veterans and their widows, which is established through an NGO, is likely to be completed by December next year. With the job opportunities opening up in most of the government departments and public sector, all the eligible ex-servicemen are considered for recruitment for various posts reserved for them. In all these measures, I wholeheartedly thank Honorable Governor, Honorable Chief Chief Minister and Chief Secretary, who personally took interest and were most supportive in furthering the fulfillment of welfare and resettlement schemes. Many more welfare and resettlement plans are in the offing, and with the continued encouragement and assistance by the government, these should be materializing soon. Before concluding, I take this opportunity to thank government departments, public sector undertakings, financial institutions, business houses, and industries for supporting us in our fund collection drive. I also thank All Goa Ex-Servicemen Welfare Association, AFS Association, Goa branch, and some public spirited citizens and ex-servicemen who assisted me in performance of my duty. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Goa. Now I request Honorable Chief Minister to address the gathering.
आर्म फोर्सेस फ्लैग डे, इस अवसर पर आज इस कार्यक्रम में हमारे साथ में हमारे ऑनरेबल गवर्नर श्री PS श्रीधरन पिल्ले जी, चीफ सेक्रेटरी श्री परिमल राय जी, द सेक्रेटरी डायरेक्टर ऑफ द सैनिक वेलफेयर, द प्रेजेंट वेटरन्स सिटीजन्स, यहाँ पे जो प्रेजेंट सभी जो मिलिट्री फोर्सेस, एयर फोर्सेस, नेवी फोर्सेस के मेन यहाँ पे अवेलेबल जो है इस कार्यक्रम में, जो रिटायर्ड सभी यहाँ पे खास करके इस कार्यक्रम में यहाँ पे मौजूद हैं, और बाकी सभी लोगों का मैं गोवा सरकार की तरफ से बहुत बहुत आज आर्म फोर्स फ्लैग डे में आपका इस दिन में मैं बहुत बहुत स्वागत करता हूँ और इन रिस्पेक्ट फॉर दिस डेज। इस कार्यक्रम में जैसे सेक्रेटरी फॉर द सैनिक वेलफेयर सेक्रेटरी उन्होंने जो बताया कि आज के इस दिन के अवसर पे ही नहीं तो हमेशा के लिए द गोवा गवर्नमेंट से एक्स सर्विसमैन के लिए जो जो सुविधाएं सरकार की तरफ से आप हर वक्त जो देना चाहिए आगे देते आए हैं और इससे आगे भी इट इज रिस्पेक्ट फ्रॉम द गवर्नमेंट टू द आवर सर्विसमैन दोज आफ्टर द रिटायरमेंट ऑफ द सर्विसेज। डेफिनेटली इससे आगे भी सैनिक वेलफेयर से जो कोई प्रपोजल आता है, आई थिंक द CS इज ऑल्सो टाइम टू टाइम द गवर्नर इज ऑल्सो गाइडिंग फॉर अस in that proposal. So definitely in future also we'll take whatever the proposals come from the Sainik Welfare Board or we'll complete within the short time. आज आर्म फोर्सेस फ्लैग डे पे मेरा सिर्फ इतना ही कहना है कि इट विल लास्ट द फर्स्ट इन 19 में जब द फ्लैग डे मुझे फ्लैग लगाने के लिए मेरे बंगले में जब आए थे उसी दिन फिर मेरे दिमाग में था कि ये फ्लैग डे बड़ी मात्रा से इसका अवेयरनेस करने के लिए लोगों में मनाना चाहिए और स्टेट में इसका और ज़्यादा बड़ी मात्रा से फंक्शन होना चाहिए। बाय आवर बैड लक द लास्ट फॉर द 2 times वी हैव सफर्ड फ्रॉम द कोविड, लेकिन मैं एक बात ध्यान में देता हूँ, सिर्फ इन्हें आर्म फोर्स फ्लैग डे हमने बड़ा अवेयरनेस और बड़ी मात्रा से इसीलिए मनाना चाहिए क्योंकि विच इज नॉट ओनली द रिस्पेक्ट बट इसके बारे में जो हमारे नौजवान हैं उन्होंने नेवी, एयरफोर्स, मिलिट्री फोर्सेस ज्वाइन करने के लिए जितना रिस्पेक्ट हम उनको कम्युनिटी में अवेयरनेस बढ़ाएंगे उसी हिसाब से और ज़्यादा लोग और ज़्यादा यूथ दैट फोर्सेस विल दे अट्रैक्ट टुवर्ड्स दिस सर्विसेज। डेफिनेटली द गवर्नमेंट मशीनरी इज ऑलवेज देयर बट लोगों में आर्म फ्लैग्स डे के बारे में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा सरकार की तरफ से और ज़्यादा अवेयरनेस इसका बढ़ाया जाएगा। द इसके जो हम कंट्रीब्यूशन देते हैं मुझे मालूम है कि नगण्य है, जो हिसाब से आपकी सर्विसेज नेशन के लिए आप सभी लोगों ने दिए हैं उसके हिसाब से विजिटन मैं तो इसके बारे में कहते वक्त इसका हम कुछ भी कंट्रीब्यूट नहीं कर रहे लेकिन डेफिनेटली इसके लिए जो जो रिस्पेक्ट जहाँ जहाँ पे देना चाहिए और समाज में इसके प्रति ज़्यादा अवेयरनेस करना, स्पेशली in education sector, my director of education is there, my director of women and child, she is there, even the director of higher education, director of the technical education, इनमें इसका अवेयरनेस ज़्यादा आर्म्स फ्लैग डे का और फॉर द नेक्स्ट ईयर ऑनवर्ड्स विल डू द बिगर फंक्शन विद द हेल्प ऑफ डायरेक्टर ऑफ टेक्निकल एजुकेशन, डायरेक्टर ऑफ हायर एजुकेशन, इसकी बड़ी मात्रा से फंक्शन और वहाँ पे अबाउट द ऑल द फोर्सेस के बारे में उसकी अवेयरनेस भी बढ़ाएंगे। आज इस अवसर पर आज़ादी का अमृत महोत्सव और गोवा इन्वेट 60 हम गोवा मुक्ति का 60 साल मना रहे हैं और डेफिनेटली इस साल यानी कि पोर्तुगीज से गोवा को मुक्ति मिलने में सबसे ज़्यादा द विजय ऑपरेशन बाय देन मिलिट्री फोर्सेस, एयर फोर्सेस और नेवी फोर्सेस, तब का जो कंट्रीब्यूशन है हम गोवावासी कभी ही भूल नहीं सकते हैं, क्योंकि 18 दिसंबर को द विजय ऑपरेशन हैज स्टार्टेड एंड द 19 दिसंबर इज द विजय ऑपरेशन हैज कंप्लीटेड। गोवा के सभी लोग, गोवा के सरकार की तरफ से मैं आज आर्म फोर्स फ्लैग डे के दिन फिर से एक बार मैं सैल्यूट करता हूँ उन सभी वीरों को जिन जिन लोगों ने विजय ऑपरेशन में तब यहाँ के गोवा के मुक्ति में उन्होंने कंट्रीब्यूशन दिया, उन्होंने भाग लिया, उन सभी को सही में मैं सलाम करता हूँ। और आज ही के दिन ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर एक्चुअली कमिंग ऑन द 19th of December, तो फिर गोवा विच इज द नेवल बेस, आर्मी बेस, आई थिंक बीइंग द कोस्टल स्टेट्स, the heavy, the better forces of all the three, navy, air and the military forces, to showcase this. I think all of people will also support us to showcase the our based navy, armed and air forces. तो 19th December के दिन बड़ा अच्छा, and हम प्राइम मिनिस्टर को भी दिखा सके being the coastal state, we are also very much supportive for the you people and you people are very supporting for us. इसीलिए उसका एक ऑलरेडी द प्रपोजल इज मूविंग फ्रॉम द सीएमओ ऑफिस टू द कंसर्न अथॉरिटीज। सो डेफिनेटली 19 दिसंबर के फंक्शन में भी हम इसी तरह से प्राइम मिनिस्टर को पहली बार गोवा में इस तरह का जो गवर्नमेंट का फंक्शन हो रहा है और मुक्ति के साथ साथ बनाने के यानी क्लोजिंग फंक्शन में ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर यहाँ पे आ रहे हैं, तो फिर हमारे लिए भी एक गर्व की बात होगी कि इस कार्यक्रम में द फर्स्ट टाइम ऑल द नेवी, आर्म और मिलिट्री फोर्सेस ये भाग लेंगे और ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर को हम सलामी दे देंगे। तो फिर मैंने गोवावासियों के भी साथ इससे गर्व से, अभिमान से हम कहेंगे वी आर ऑल्सो वेरी मच प्राउड ऑफ ऑल दोस थिंग। तो आज आर्म फोर्स फ्लैग डे के दिन फिर से एक बार मैं विजय ऑपरेशन याद करता हूं और आप सभी लोगों को फिर से एक बार सैल्यूट करके मैं मेरा वाणी को विराम देता हूं। जय हिंद, जय भारत, जय गोवा।
Thank you, sir. Now it's time to distribute the awards. We were able to make a collection of rupees 31,40,000 in spite of the state and the country going through an economic crisis. This amount was more than what we expected, and due to the benevolence of the people of the state and the department, this much of contribution we were able to get. Now, as per norms, the three departments which made the highest contribution is awarded a trophy at the hands of Honorable Governor. The first highest contribution award goes to Directorate of Education, who have collected an amount of 6,30,943 rupees. May I request Shri Bhushan Savaikar, Director of Education, to receive the award from Honorable Governor. The second highest collection was done by Directorate of Women and Child Development. They have collected rupees 4,74,110. I request Srimati Deepali Naik, Director, Directorate of Women and Child Development, to receive the award. Third highest election is Commissioner of Excise. I request the Commissioner of Excise, Shri Sanjeev Desai, to collect the award. They have collected rupees 3,83,000. Thank you, sir. Now may I request our Honorable Governor to address the gathering.
Chief Secretary Mr. Parmalji, Station Command Brigadier A.S. Vainu, other distinguished personnel from the armed forces, retired and serving presently. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel proud and privileged to be present here to observe Armed Forces Flag Day this morning. This year, two historic occasions have happily coincided, that is 75 years of independence being celebrated as Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and 60 years of completion of Goa's liberation. With respect to that aspect, our Honorable Prime Minister detailed and all the programs are detailed out here. We remember with gratitude the gallantry of these brave soldiers, sailors and airmen. We must also remember the fearless soldiers of the Azad Hind Fauj led by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, whose brave fight against British was a key factor leading to the independence of our country. We bow our heads in reverence to the sacrifices of those martyrs. During the past 75 years, India has fought a few wars. The most notable was in 1971 liberation of East Pakistan. Now it is called as Bangladesh. During this war of 13 days, serving the cause of humanity, the Indian land, sea and air forces fought in unison and brought the Pakistan armed forces to the knees. Even during the peacetime, we all are able to sleep peacefully only because of our armed forces are awake and keeping vigil on the borders of our country. The armed forces are also playing a key role in combating the ongoing cross-border terrorism and insurgency. Their acts of valor will always remain a source of inspiration to the younger generations and ignite the spirit of patriotism and courage in our youths. I would also like to appreciate the significant services rendered by the armed forces in times of national crisis and natural calamities. Of course, we are in a democratic country. Everybody has got the right, basic right to criticize the system and every setup in our country. Today morning, I came to know that even the first sentence in our constitution is challenged by in a public interest litigation by somebody. You see, in our constitution, it starts with India, that is Bharat. Why is in Hindi version also the same thing is there? And the first copy of the constitution illustrates Sri Ram, Sri Rama, Sita and others there. So that it manifests our tradition of our country. Then now, one person, of course, he can approach the Supreme Court in a public litigation. I don't want to criticize anybody. But people are not aware of all these things. Why India, that is Bharat? You see, if I quote it in Indian language, Chirapuradan, our country is Chirapuradan. And India means we are not closed our eyes to the development. Most modern India. So that means Chirapuradan, proudly we can say, and all modern devices we want to put into our life, and in fact we are all working for attaining the goal. That goal is that 21st century should be of that of our countries, our Bharats, our Indias. So that is why I am saying this time even the sovereignty of the country is under challenge in certain occasions. So your responsibility is more, and I am requesting especially retired hands also, your brave service to the nation. We proudly say, we heard and we presently also we have got such a system in our military, and that is why the largest democracy in the world is living in the present setup with the slogan of success. The armed forces serve a noble cause. We must remember to take care of their welfare and their families' needs. There are armed forces personnel who have been disabled during the discharge of their duties. Some of them die leaving behind widows, parents and children. Besides, there are about 60,000 defense personnel retiring every year, and it is our duty to care for their welfare. The Armed Forces Flag Day gives us an opportunity to fulfill these obligations. On this day, while hailing the armed forces, I appeal to all citizens of the state to donate generously to the Armed Forces Flag Day Fund to support the schemes for the welfare and rehabilitation of ex-servicemen and of their dependents. I take this opportunity to commend the Department of Signing Welfare for implementing innovative welfare schemes for the benefit of the ex-servicemen and their dependents. I extend my warm greetings and best wishes to all ranks of the armed forces, their families and retired personnel on this occasion. Jai Hind, Jai Goa.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your motivating words. Before we conclude, I request Srimati Samiksha to render up a challenge. Goa, Sri P.S. Sridharan Pillai, First Lady, Sri Advocate Rita, Honorable Chief Minister, Dr. Pramod Sawant, who have graced this occasion with their august presence. I thank former service chiefs, senior retired members of the armed forces, serving members of Army and Navy. My profuse thanks to the Chief Secretary, Sri Parimal Rai, for his guidance and support at every step. I thank both the District Collector and Special Secretary Home for providing all necessary assistance to us. I also thank Secretary to Governor, Joint Secretary, ADCs and staff of Raj Bhavan who have taken great pains to make this impressive function possible. I thank Flag Officer Commanding Goa Area, Station Commander Panji, Sri Anand Joshi, President All Goa Ex-Service Welfare Association, Air Commodore P.K. Pinto, President Air Force Association, Rotary Clubs of Panji Rivera, Panji Midtown, Mirama and Porvorim, who have in their own way done so much for the welfare of ex-servicemen and widows. My thanks to Srimati Samiksha Bhobe Kapurkar, who have rendered such beautiful songs. I thank staff of Executive Engineer PWD, Division 1, SP Traffic, SP Security and Information and Publicity for assisting me. Last but not the least, my colleagues at Department of Signing Welfare, who always puts in more than 100% effort towards the welfare of ex-servicemen and their dependents. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem.
खट्टा नाही बरं.
काय करत नाही त्या मनात
नाही तसं नाही ऐकायचं रे
हा, नाही होणार.
मी ते नाही म्हणत
Excuse me.